Hello guys, this is your guy again, Awelmas. Today I'm going to be actually breaking down the Australian Canadian dollars. And last week, one of the pairs that I look into was the US Canadian. And we can all see that the US Canadian dollar, let me go here. We can all see how it dropped, and we can see how, this market respected the trend line. And my strategy is very simple, lean on me strategy. We can see that the market is actually respecting these trend lines. Actually, I'm not more into this position right now, but now the one that I'm looking to anticipate right now, I'm already in this trade, and I'm looking forward for this market to drop all the way down here. So how do I actually anticipate this market? Is first of all, we all know the rules of the game. When the market is trending, the market is making higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. And when the market is trending down, we are making what we call it. When the market is trending down, we are making lower highs and lower low. So if the market is not trending, then we know that the market is in a two horizontal level where the market is actually playing in two horizontal levels. Guys, this is how I am looking into this currency pair that I'm looking into for this week coming. That is what I'm actually anticipating. Why did I decide it? First of all, we can see that this level here, we can see that the market has reached to resistance level. We can see that when the market get to this level, the market goes down, and then the same time, second time it went down again. And we have this area, which is the ranging area, and then the market was able to get to the same level here. This is the area where we actually see that the zone and the area there is actually one of the area whereby a lot of sellers are there. So we can see here, we can see that the market actually broke this resistance level, and then it's showing a sign that it's going to continue, but it was a fake breakout. We can see here, and then we have this bearish engulfing candlestick that form. This bearish engulfing candlestick that form, and we can see that this market was making higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. And this one here was the last higher lows. And then the market couldn't make any more higher highs. Simple as that. We can see that the market, and then when I place my Fibonacci, we can see here that the market make a retracement from the range of the beginning of the new lower lows. You can see that it's 0.61% of Fibonacci retracement. We have that one. First, we are in the resistance level. Secondly, we have invalidated the structure of the upper trend, which is the higher highs, higher lows. The market couldn't make any more higher highs and higher lows. And now we have the markets are making lower lows. We have first lower lows here, and then we have new beginning of lower highs, and the market is going to make right now lower lows before it retraces back to another lower highs and lower lows. This is what I'm actually anticipating. The market is trying to drop this way and then make something like this and then drop to this zone. I'm anticipating that this market here is going to get to this support level here. That is actually my anticipation of Australian Canadian dollar. So guys, the strategy is very simple. First of all, we are at the resistance level. We can see that the market is in the resistance level where I mark my zone, and then the market make a little bit of trending to the higher highs, higher lows. Couldn't continue higher highs, higher lows. We tried to break the resistance level, but unfortunately the BS2 control, forming the bearish engulfing candle on 4-hour time frame, we broke the contra trend line, and this trend line is actually the trend line that the bulls were following. But unfortunately, we break below this trend line and then retest on 0.61% Fibonacci retracement, and then the market start to have some ranging because the bulls were trying to push the market higher. But unfortunately, the bulls were not able to hold this level to push it upside down. And one of the most important thing that I always consider is the contra trend line. The contra trend line, this trend line here that you can see, this trend line here that you can see, this trend line here that you can see is actually broken. The market was able to broke that trend line, and then below that trend line we can see the market retested again. The bulls struggled to we can see that I make this trend line of lean on me strategy. The market tried to go again to make a new high, but the BS were very strong, and then they retested in that area with 0.6 Fibonacci retracement. And this is how I'm actually looking. I'm actually anticipating that the market will actually drop to this level. So guys, and this is actually very simple. And also I also conducted the daily time frame. We can see what is going on the daily time frame. We can see here, we can see that already it's forming the double what we call it, the double top on the daily time frame. We can see on 4-hour time frame is actually showing respecting the formation of the downtrend, which is making a retest pullback. And in this area here, if the market could do anything more, this is the area that the market is supposed to fight and break this trend line. But if we couldn't do that, it's likely, there's a likelihood that this market is going to drop all the way down here. So guys, and this week, that is what I'm actually looking at. If you haven't seen one of my videos that I post on the US Canadian dollar, you can go on my YouTube channel and you can actually see what I dropped there. Most of the trading videos, because they are a little bit longer, I try to post it there. The most important thing in trading is to try to keep it very simple. Before I look at the trading and I overcomplicate it, but if you really want to make it in trading, you have to keep everything very simple. I'm not going to be thinking of so many things. I'm going to just keep it simple, following the rules of the market, which MLS, the market structure, the levels, market structure, which is the higher highs and higher lows, and what we call it, the levels, which is the support and resistance, and then S is the signal, which signals, when we're talking about the signals, this is where price action come to play, like what we call the pin bars, bearish engulfing or bullish engulfing candle, evening stars, and morning stars. All these things are very important, because if you are trading, you have to bring all these things together to make sure that they connect together. And once you are able to do that, you will be able to see the bigger picture. So guys, this is just a game of probability. We all know that strategies, every strategy works. If you have a strategy that is working, it works, but it cannot work 100%. But all that you have to understand is all about game of probability. Once you understand that this game is game of probability, how likely that your strategy is going to play. And if it fails, as long as you have your proper risk management, doing the right thing, you don't have to be worried because your strategy failed. You have to just keep refining it and keep training it. And that is what is going to make you a profitable trader. God bless you.